Like I was saying before, had to order my food. So there's a lot of history in the space that a lot of these dudes hid. When your boy BGS was trying to genocide Passport Bros and SYSBM guys, back then when your boy O'Shea was putting in all these people. The funny thing about this shit, it was an actual trend to show me that you can't work with 100% of black people in real life, because they will open the door for the ratchet motherfuckers, the dumb niggas, the street dudes, the ex-jail motherfuckers, and all the motherfuckers that come in your way that try to take over your shit or try to use their so-called street shit to come and take over your shit, and you was doing the work when they was in jail or out here partying and drinking or doing dumb shit. That's why you can't have them nowhere near you. They can't do that shit to white people because they know that white people have an army. So it becomes more apparent that they try to do it with just black people. But I remember when O'Shea was keeping the door open for all these fucked up people to come in here, he let the dating coaches in. He let these women come in. Everybody bit off of O'Shea. He did a lot to destroy the space. And when the space became too fucked up for him to handle it, he disassociated himself with the space. But he the one that messed it up in the first place, inviting people like Taz Horn. And then Mr. Fantastic and Taz will always take over the Sunday Rumbles. Yeah, I remember the Sunday Rumbles. Everybody should remember. Yeah, that was shit that everybody's now trying to copy. Ramil didn't come into space SBN. He didn't come out with the SBE. They saw a fucking thing that they can go against, the so-called anti-manosphere, instead of calling out certain people, because it ain't everybody in the space trying to tell y'all different stuff. Instead, they go around attacking the whole damn space, because that's what they do. Because all of us are supposed to be like that, right? And it's disingenuous to the part. We got a whole bunch of motherfuckers on here who got a whole bunch of numbers, and they're simp-ass motherfuckers. Guess what? Your boy Saint the Blues got tore up by fake sapien. I got that video. That shit happened last year. He got tore the fuck up in that live stream with her. I got screenshots of motherfuckers saying that, Me Too chicks are cute and fine and all that. A lot of shit I got. And some of this shit is from 5 years ago, even further back than that. Like the history between O'Shea and all the dirt O'Shea did, and how O'Shea turned against Man of Tomorrow for absolutely no reason, and then tried to be friends with Man of Tomorrow once he found out that Man of Tomorrow wasn't a guy to play with like that. I remember when the first time Man of Tomorrow came on a live stream with Nyla Says and Taz, and they was talking absolute cash shit about him. Then when they found out that he was actually somebody who had legit money, they started respecting him. That's like David Johnson wouldn't go around talking shit to Man of Tomorrow, because he know Man of Tomorrow don't give a fuck what he say. That back and forth was just for fun. And like I said before, these are the same people who talk shit about the Black Bank Trust. The same Super Sly who said they boring. Oh yeah, man, they boring. They need to say something different. These are the same motherfuckers who said they was boring. And I'm like, shit, science is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to know your fundamentals and shit. You're supposed to know fundamentals about things. It's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be knowledgeable. And I'm like, looking at this, man, a lot of people got ran out of space. Remember, at some point, it was a guy in this space called Zan. And look what happened, what they did to Zan. Zan was in this space for a little bit. He was seeing how people react to him, and he bounced out of the space. Oh, yeah, my bad. There's a whole bunch of other people that did shit. The space was just filled with motherfuckers who was opportunists. They failed, and then they went against the space. That's about it. Like, a lot of people are hiding the shit that they did before because they took their live streams down. The shit that O'Shea does all the time. He talks about somebody and then take the live streams down. This Just Pearly thing is almost over. And everybody who's talking about Just Pearly things, you should stop fucking with them, stop listening to their content, and you see what time they was on. And the simp dude who got roasted off of Just Pearly things, now he getting Courtney Michelle on his thing talking about, let's have a conversation. A lot of these motherfuckers try to hijack the space and try to make it what they want to make it. And I even have a screenshot of some dude talking about, and Man of Tomorrow was absolutely right about that. He talking about, this one dude was talking about how the red pill was made for you to navigate through the right women in this environment. And I had to tell him, I said, you can't navigate through none of these motherfuckers. They still got more power and legal power than you. Oh, we can record. You can record what? You can record what? You can record what? You think they still not gonna put you in court? You're not gonna be sitting in courtroom wasting your money just to prove that you're innocent? There's so many guys who think that they got all the answers in this type of environment, and then guess what? Super Slide tried to Me Too. It's a game changer. With a situation that he did over here. But everybody forget the fact that Game Changer was seeing women offline on here. But they want to keep bringing up Stovegate. But they don't want to bring up the shit that they did to King Sigma. Remember when King Sigma called all these people out for coming at Passport Bros, Reg the Bad Guy tried to call King Sigma a pedophile, a pedo sympathizer. And he had to apologize for it. And Reg the Bad Guy and C Boogie had a falling out, and he took shots at him about him living with his mom. Like I said, man, I know so much shit about this space, but the fact is, that's why I don't take none of these niggas seriously no more. The shit that I seen with what's his name? See, I don't even want to remember these people's name. I keep forgetting them. Mr. Fantastic showed me how much of a fucking simp he is. And nobody was trying to tell him nothing. I told, what's that dude's name? Ty City, I said, yo, some guys might not want to be with no woman because they don't have the equipment down there to mess with women. So they might just say, they pack it up and say, I'm going to get a sex down and be done. I'm not going to embarrass myself to try to do something that I can't do. So I'm done with it. And he ain't say anything this, like, oh, you're gay. I remember when your boy Mr. Fantastic called me gay because I was trying to tell him the point interest of, hey man ain't out here trying to struggle with women when they could just leave this shit alone and go somewhere else. Marco. When Marco was in his space, he don't fuck with nobody in his space no more like that because he seen that everybody was full of shit. Marco got women. Marco has a rotation of women in his catalog, and nobody likes to see him because he ain't black. That's the funny part. They don't want to see another race of dude do it, even though he's from America that went to Colombia and he got success. But somehow, some way, they want to keep pointing at guys that don't get women. It's funny to me they don't want to point at the men who do get women. Same thing with they forgot that video of what's that dude name? Wesley Pipes. Wesley Pipes said it out his fucking mouth on a live stream. Wesley Pipes was like, what the fuck you talking about game? If a girl like you, she like you. He said, I've been with thousands of women. I know women more than anybody out here. and nobody said nothing about that. And I'm like, dude, I know two adult film stars too. They say the same shit. If a woman like you, they like you. You ain't have to do all this dumb shit and try to impress them. I seen the numbers in the fucking text messages that one of the dudes that I used to hang out with showing. I mean, I showed it. It was all types of women in his phone. He has a phone. He has separate phones. He have a phone for all the women that he has sex with, and his regular phone. This how much choice that this dude had. And I'm like, yo, you want me to believe that these so-called good women are not acceptable to these type of dudes? But hey, this space has been kind of a joke. This shit seemed to be made for people, like I said before years ago, about how it was a Ponzi scheme. how it would seem like it was a Ponzi scheme, because they was just trying to get money off the top and basically use people's pain and suffering to did it. Same thing with, they caught on live stream fucking what's that dude's name? Donovan Sharp saying that he benefit off of men's rage. And I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, yo, they out here saying it to your face and y'all still going to these guys. I'm like, these guys don't benefit men at all. But somehow, some way, they try to speak for men. And I told y'all about Coach Greg Adams too. He didn't speak for men either. Dude is trying to get you back into with these fucking women on here too. I told y'all years ago that these dudes benefit off of single men. And these dudes benefit off of men who get fucked with and talked down to in this society. I try to tell a whole bunch of y'all, it's better to separate instead of being around these people. But instead, that nobody wanted to listen. Like I said, man, this space got so much dirt. And I can remember a whole bunch of other shit. Jessica X, when she first came into space. Naima, when she was a mod on everybody's channel. And that chick turned out to be wrong. Then we had doxing females in this space. Then you had people in this space who pretend like they cared about men's movements and shit. A lot of these chicks, every single female that came into space and act like they cared about men, they all washed out and got exposed for not actually caring about what they said they care about. Guess what? Your girl Jessica X, somebody said that she had a live stream talking about she don't want to be in part of the manosphere. But y'all continue to let her into space. But that's on y'all. That's not on me. I've been called her out. I called her out years ago. I called her out when she first showed up in the space. And y'all let too many people in the space and y'all don't have no fucking no standards up in here, man. But hey, I'm telling y'all just how it is. Basically, off the fact is there's a lot of history that these people took down, that they got on hard drives, or they got something else. From Obsidian to O'Shea to Angry Man. All of these dudes got secret. Yeah, I remember when Angry Man was on DJ Kuda's live stream when his numbers was dropping. And he was in there talking shit about male virgins. Talking about they gonna lift refrigerators up with they dick. Or your boy Angry Man being talked down to in a live stream with his so-called girlfriend. And she was telling him to shut the hell up because she got work tomorrow. And he don't have to work. Like shit like that happened. But somehow, some way, man, they want to talk shit. Like I said before, I'm not Ty City. I don't clip everybody. I ain't there for everything. Like I said before, man. I already said before, I felt like Ty City was working with Taz, clipping shit because he clipped Zero when he was on live stream with Aegon. And that was back in the pandemic time. He clipped the shit like a lot of y'all listen to these SBE motherfuckers who talk about SBE and SBE. And I asked this question to the niggas who say SBE. What you trying to get out of that? What you gonna continue to talk shit about somebody? I just leave them alone. 2 years ago, when I saw Game Changer fucking bigging up Danica Marie, when I saw what Danica Marie was saying, I stopped fucking with Game Changer. Half of these people I stopped messing with. I can give you a list of people who I used to listen to and I stopped listening to, based off how they moving. But hey, there's a lot of history that's been hidden, taken down, and a lot of comment sections that's been blocked and all that. Because guess what? They don't want to show their true shit. Just like how I show Solo TV 84 begging that girl Janae. And then when Master One Teacher, or Master One Teacher, whatever his name is, he changed his name somewhere this year. Master One Teacher came over here and clapped the cheeks to the girl that Solo had a problem with. And basically Solo was stalking her. But this is a guy who said he think he can tell you what to do. That's the kind of crazy shit that we have right now going on. But hey, the people that don't know the space, don't remember none of this stuff, man, they gonna come in here, act like these dudes are cool, act like these guys are something, and they gonna just fall for it, man. That's why I said, man, I can't trust a lot of people, man. Because, like Manny Tamaro said before, they purposely go into this bullshit thinking they're gonna be a change. And I even elaborate more than that. These guys thinking they the chosen one to go through some bullshit, thinking that they're gonna make it out alive and be the lucky one. And then when something bad happened, like Game Changer did when he almost got Me Too by Neon Eyes, he had the space congregate against him because he was about to lose everything. But it didn't change him because he's on the Danica Marie super chatting her. But guess what? All these motherfuckers super chatting these females, but that ain't tricking, right?